What's going on, guys? Ernest and Ralph from ER Sports here. Want to talk to you about what we love the most besides our families, and that's professional sports. Big bro, how you doing, man?
Oh man, we're hitting game time right now.
Game time, free agency right around the corner. This is actually the funnest time of the year in the NBA, dude.
It is, man. I agree with you.
Yeah, man. Before we go any further, this shirt, again, awesome. Too funny.
Long I don't want to talk about it.
Guys, as you know, we've been covering the 2019 NBA offseason. We've been talking about individual players, teams,
Yep.
but we want to do things a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
This time what we're going to do, it's really exciting. I like it. This is our top 10 free agency edition. Now, we're not going to go into detail about specific players. We're pretty much going to be talking about where we believe these top 10 players are going to go. And this is where you guys get to come in and give us your opinions as well. We want you, the ER Sports Squad, to make your own top 10. We're going to talk about these players. And we're going to start at the top of the list.
Yes, sir.
And that is who's healthy. Top of the list. Kawhi Leonard, 2019 NBA Finals MVP. You can't start nowhere better.
Yeah, man.
And as I'm sure you guys have seen, we recently posted a Kawhi Leonard video. We've
Check it out.
talk all about detail where we feel he can go, all the possibilities, all the different teams, but we're just gonna go right to it, bro.
About prediction.
Yeah, our prediction. So as we know, he has a lot of different offers. There's a lot of teams interested in him.
Bring it, brother. Bring it.
Everything.
Everybody
My
wants to know.
pick. My
Bring
pick.
it.
Toronto Raptors.
Respect.
You can't leave the team that you won a championship with. They're the team of the East.
Yeah.
He's good there. I don't see a long contract, like we said, maybe a 1-1 or a 2-1, but don't try to fix it if it ain't broke. This is a good team. There's no need to leave. I can see him going to the Lakers. I hear the reports. They cleared the cap space. He's really interested in the Lakers. I wouldn't hate on that, but there's no reason to leave the Raptors. My pick, the Raptors. Bro, your turn. What do you think?
My man, I'm actually on board with you. If you guys come back to Toronto, it'll be a 1-1. Right now at this stage, like you said, the fix is not broken. The only reason it's fixed is because of him. All right. So that's why I'm under the impression that he's not coming back. You hear the reports about the LA Lakers. They were able to clear cap space before that max spot. They could slide Kawhi Leonard in there. My man, I'm going with LA, but it's not the LA I just mentioned. I'm going Cliptown.
Really?
I'm predicting that he will be a Los Angeles Clipper by the time my brothers, were celebrating 4th of July weekend, my man.
Okay.
He will commit to LA. Right now, my man,
Interesting.
it's
pick.
not about so much him about fitting with anybody else. It's about he is his own man. He was in San Antonio. He has been in Toronto and will be with Los Angeles Clippers. They got a great cast out there, great role players they can put around them, a terrific front office, coaching staff as well. And you know what, my man? Honestly, I think Kawhi Leonard will end up as a Clipper, and he will be the first 3-time NBA Finals MVP with 3 different teams.
That's beautiful. I think that sounds great.
Yeah, man.
I don't see it because you're leaving Toronto for the Clippers. It's kind of like doing the same thing with a different team that gives you great role players. Yeah, I get it. But the Lakers, it's more tempting. It's Anthony Davis, LeBron, yourself, a super team, big 3. But I can see it. The Clippers are a nice fit.
But remember, man, you mentioned previous videos. He has dethroned 2 dynasties.
Yeah.
Our Miami Heat, unfortunately, and the Golden State Warriors. And if he ends up with the Clippers, man, imagine he dethrones another potential dynasty with the Lakers. What would you say about his legacy?
Interesting. So, all right. So those are our picks for Kawhi. So next topic, another hot player, Kyrie Irving.
Yes,
What do
sir.
you think?
My man, so Kyrie, we're hearing all the reports and everything, and you know, my man, I'm gonna buy it. It's a given. He's not coming back to Boston. We heard earlier reports about different teams and everything that would be considered. Lakers could definitely get into the mix. You know, LeBron and him had that previous history together in Cleveland. We heard about New York for a long time, but you know what? I'm a big person when you see writing on the wall. In my prediction, my man, he will end up with the Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn Nets.
He signed with Rock Nation, my man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what? That's been the connection all along. And Kyrie Irving can go ahead and go to Brooklyn and they still have a good cast around them. With Spencer Dinwiddie, with Jarrett Allen, with Karis LeVert. All right, I know you're going with this, man. You know what I'm saying? Because my brother, he has a different opinion about this originally, but you know, he's not seeing it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, you can't deny it, my man. I see Kyrie Irving becoming the newest member of the Brooklyn.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll agree with you. I mean, I know I wasn't seeing it at first when we were talking about it, but he's not going back to the Celtics. I mean, the Knicks are very favorable. You go back to the Knicks, you can play there, hope that another guy goes there, maybe this offseason, if not the next one. But I'm going to have to agree with you on this one, man. I think the Brooklyn Nets, especially signing with Rock Nation, like you mentioned, The Nets are a great fit. That's where all the signs are pointing. I'm going to say the Nets as well. Next guy. Tore his Achilles. He sucks. But he's still a max guy. Kevin Durant. There's 4 teams he's meeting with. The Warriors, the Knicks, the Nets, and the Clippers.
Yeah.
So we know that's his wish list. There is no reason for him to leave Golden State if ownership is willing to pay $150 million in luxury tax every year. If ownership's willing to do that, and we can get past this whole, the situation with the team doctors in Golden State. I know there's a problem with Andre Iguodala said. That's why I could see him leave, but I don't see him leaving this dynasty. Keep going with it. Keep moving. Golden State, that's my pick, but I could see him going with Brooklyn with Kyrie if he goes. I could see him going with the New York team with Kyrie, but I say Golden State.
My man, so here's one thing the way I see it, all right? You know what you have in Golden State. You know what you've had for the last 3 years, and you know what you continue to have moving forward. And if you see what LA Lakers are doing right now at this moment, you think KD, all right, this is the situation I'm in right now. I just ruptured my Achilles. They can offer me more money than any other team. Why is it taking meetings? That's number one.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, and number two, you know what? The report hasn't been out there specifically. This is just me throwing that out there. I'm not an insider or anything like that. I truly believe, Ernie, there's a possibility that there is tension between KD and Golden State's medical staff. Not the Warriors, not their front office, but that medical staff, which you can relate to the front office. So I'm under the impression right now, my man, I truly believe the fact that he's doing this is that he actually will be departing the Golden State Warriors. And my prediction is, guys, for the 2019 NBA free agency and going into next year, it will be Kevin Durant teaming up with Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets. All right?
I like it.
So I'm going to go ahead a little deeper into this. If you're the Brooklyn Nets, you were already in position to go ahead and chase a max free agent. You didn't have to make the moves that you did. But then you go ahead and you trade for cap space. You get rid of Allen Crabbe's $18 million 1 year left on his contract deal. And you trade 2 draft picks. Okay. You also have a nice, young, talented combo forward in Ryan Hollins Jefferson, who was one of your small power forwards of the future, and you rescind his rights to go ahead and clear more cap space.
Yeah.
That just tells me, my man, that you know what? Brooklyn has more insight than any of us are led to believe, and I believe the reason all this was to happen is because Kyrie Irving and KD will be teaming up in Brooklyn, my man, and that's my prediction.
Hey, it's either that or they're just trying to go all in to do it. So
absolutely.
Who knows?
You know what? When you get that much assets, my man, you know you have it.
Yeah, because hey, for some teams, going 6th seed in the playoffs ain't enough.
Yeah, exactly.
So the next player, for me, this is a formality, but he's obviously top 10. I'm pretty sure everybody has a good idea of where he's going.
So can I guess who you're talking about?
Who?
Would that happen to be Clay?
Absolutely.
Yeah, what happened to the Splash Brothers? So, my man, we're going to make this quick and to the point. I can get cute. I can get creative about this. I'm sure Golden State knows where they're probably sitting at this stage with Kevin Durant, no matter how much they deny it. Bottom line is this. They're going to let that KD play out, but the first call they're going to make at 6:01 p.m. Western Standard Time, Pacific Standard Time, will not be the KD. It will be the Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson, we love you. We want you. You're an original. Your family. 5 years, 191. Here's the paper.
Yeah, that's a quick call, easy call, nothing. Obviously, we know he'll take offers.
Don't play with him.
Yeah, that's why he'll take offers from other teams, but that's not going to happen. That's going to be the quickest sign. I agree. Klay Thompson back to Golden State. Next, Jimmy Buckets.
Your guy.
Jimmy Butler, my guy. We recently cut a video on him. I know we went into detail, but I'll be straight and simple with it. My belief, I know there's a lot of teams. There's Philadelphia he could re-sign with. Houston's trying to trade for him. Maybe this is just me, being biased. I don't care how it sounds like, but I strongly believe that our Miami Heat will pull through this time. Reason being, it's not that I'm just a fan, guys. Hear me out. They tried to do it last year. It fell through. Riley's going to try to go for it again because Jimmy has mutual interest in Miami. On top of that, I feel that Miami could offer better trade values than what Houston can. So I think that Miami's going to try to wait and see what Houston does, but at the same time, they're going to put a package that is tempting. maybe a Josh Richardson and a Dion Waiters or something along that line with a future draft pick. So I say Jimmy Butler, Miami Heat. What says you?
My man, look, as much as I would love to see that happen, it's going to be very tough for that to happen because in order for that to happen, Philadelphia would have to agree to do a sign and trade and be able to work it out with Miami.
But yeah, they're going to get a great deal. They're going to get a good deal for it. They're going to get pieces around that'll keep them in top contention.
If they prefer that, or maybe they just prefer the salary cap space. That's another reason. So that's why my pick, guys, honestly, I'm actually going, assuming he doesn't re-sign with Philadelphia, he's probably going to end up with the Houston Rockets. Actually, guys, there's a prediction that he will end the Houston Rockets.
Okay.
Jimmy Butler is not blind. He's seeing what's going on right now. He's hearing the reports, and Daryl Morey is all in on Jimmy Butler. So much so, he's gone out public to shop guys like Clint Capella, like Eric Gordon, like PJ Tucker, the sticking glues of this team. PJ Tucker is loved by all of Houston right now because of his hustle, his loose balls, and his defensive ability and ability to shoot the three ball. He's like a glue guy that you want to see. You know what? That's like that one little piece you want.
Yeah.
You want to a championship team. And the fact that Daryl Morey's willing to split all that to bring a guy like Jimmy Butler sees that. And Jimmy Butler is probably the type of guy that he's like, you know what, man? I want to feel wanted. I want to feel appreciated. I want to feel, you know what? You love my game. And the fact that he can end up in Houston and pair up with a James Harden and a Chris Paul, is it the best fit? That's a different story. It's not about agreeing or disagreeing, but you know what? Was Chris Paul the best fit next to James Harden? Probably not, but Daryl Morey says, you know what? Let me bring in the star. I'll deal with that from there.
Gotcha.
So I would love to see Butler.
Yeah, I know.
My prediction, man, is he will end up in Houston, man, because you know what? I don't see Philly actually offering the full 5-year, $190 million.
Yeah, me neither. I've been hearing about that. So the next one, I'd say another formality, but we got to mention him, Mr. Kemba Walker. He recently told his former team Charlotte that he is not looking to come back to Charlotte. All signs, they're pointing to a specific team, man, but I'm going to pass it to you. Kemba Walker, where do you see it?
I mean, guys, if you unless you live under a rock, pretty much you're hearing it's the Boston Celtics, my man. And obviously, according to our scenario, Kyrie Irving will not be returning to the Boston Celtics. And we're also hearing that Al Horford will not be returning as well, which will allow them to create that max salary cap space. And you know what? I'm going to tell you, my man, I love the pick. Yeah. I love the pick with Kemba Walker. Really, Kemba Walker is a cheaper Kyrie Irving. Yeah. If you think about it, their games are very similar. Now, I do believe Kyrie Irving is a better player, but their game is very similar in terms of attacking the basket, ball handling, penetrating, passing the ball, and their playmaking abilities. And Kemba Walker can score in buckets, a bunch of buckets, just like Kyrie Irving is. So, my man, I'm going to agree with the reports right now, and I'm going to say Kemba Walker is going to end up with Boston with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Bro, I couldn't say it any better. 100% agreement with you. Kemba Walker to Boston, nothing else to add. Next player. Now we're going to the next tier of free agents. These aren't super max and max players, but these are guys that are going to get max money because of the way the salary cap is worked these days. First guy on the list, D'Angelo Russell. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say a sneak, or I'm not going to say a wild card, but a lot of people think that if Kyrie doesn't go to Brooklyn, that he's a shoo-in to go back. I know there's a lot of different reports, but for me, man, D'Angelo Russell, Lakers. I know he had that controversy back when he was young there. He's grown out of it. He's an all-star now. He could fit well with LeBron and Anthony Davis, be a solid number 3 on that team. He's proven that he could be an all-star on his own, so he can definitely be with these guys, maybe be the number 2 option with LeBron taking the back seat a little bit. But I see him being a perfect fit with the Lakers. Besides that, he can go back to Brooklyn if he's willing to either play back with Kyrie or if Kyrie doesn't go back, but I say the Lakers.
So, I'm going to agree with you, but this is the reason why I'm going to agree with you. So, if Brooklyn fans that are watching this video right now, they'll look at the both of them like, you know what, man? Y'all need to pump the brakes. He is a restricted free agent, all right? We have this qualifying offer, okay? So, at this moment, even if he doesn't accept a contract extension, he still has to accept a qualifying offer. We have his rights at this moment. So, obviously, guys, you know my prediction earlier in the video. I'm predicting KD and Kyrie Irving will end up with the Brooklyn Nets.
Exactly.
How does that happen? That means Brooklyn will have to rescind their qualifying offer, which now will make D'Angelo Russell an unrestricted free agent. So remember, guys, if you're new to the game, if you are a restricted free agent, that means the team that drafted you hold your rights and can match any contract that anybody else offers you. Once you go ahead and you rescind that qualifying offer, you no longer have that number in your cap, which now makes D'Angelo Russell an unrestricted free agent. So that's how the possibility of D'Angelo Russell actually ending, not only Los Angeles or anywhere else, but I'm going to agree with my brother's prediction. I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Lakers. I feel, you know what, that the same kid that was in LA 2 years ago is not the same kid that's in Brooklyn right now. He grew up real fast. He developed that three ball, my man, and I feel he's going to have a great game alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and he comes cheaper than the max free agent. Because remember, his max number is not quite like Kawhi. It's not Kyrie Irving. So they can bring in an all-star point at the end and still add another piece to go ahead. We still need a starting shooting guard on that roster. But my man, you know what? After that, I kind of had a debate going back and forth on him. I did end up going D'Angelo Russell at that spot, number 7. Number 8, I'm gonna go Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris, definitely.
Tobias Harris is your classic power forward in today's game, and honestly, I think just like Klay Thompson, Tobias Harris can fit on any team in the NBA. All right, he's a classic stretch 4. He can hit that three ball. He's really improved that shot. He has a good offensive game, can play defense as well, and can guard multiple positions.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I see him definitely being a fit in Philadelphia. I don't see any. I don't want to say unless they mess with him with the max number. I've been hearing some reports that they're looking to offer him a little bit less than the max, which why the hell not? I mean, it's not like he's a super max guy or anything like that. So, but I feel that Philadelphia is the best fit for him, being that he was there last year. They went on that run. There's no other team that I can think off the top of my head. Maybe if Orlando loses Vucevic, they can go after him because he's played there before to try to get him back. But no, it's better for him to stay with Philadelphia, try to win with this team again, and who knows, maybe they re-sign Jimmy Butler and him as well. But I don't see any other fit for Tobias Harris, so I agree with you there.
Well, bottom line, I actually do agree with you. It is the Philadelphia 76ers. I believe there's another team out there that actually could probably get involved. It all depends on the cap space. You have a team like Sacramento who has cap space. You have teams like that. Maybe Atlanta could.
Yeah, but I think the best fit for him is Philadelphia.
Yeah, especially if Philadelphia ends up losing to Jimmy Butler, I think it just makes it that much more easier. They're not going to give this kid the max. Yeah. I see Tobias Harris sliding in there. They're giving him maybe a 4 or 5 year deal in the 120, 125 range, kind of similar with Drew Holiday got a couple years ago from the
That's still great money.
And being a fit alongside Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid,
absolutely,
I can definitely see that being a starter.
Absolutely. And I mean, next guy, number 9. Another little formality as well. I mean, there's maybe other teams you can maybe entertain, but Chris Middleton, I like him as number 9. And I don't see him leaving Milwaukee. You got the Greek Freak there. He became an all-star this year. No need to leave unless he gets a meeting with the Lakers and the Lakers strike out with some of these guys and be like, hey, we want you as our starting shooting guard.
Not a bad fit, actually.
Not a bad fit. I mean, the Lakers can go after him. They have max level.
That hasn't been mentioned, but it's a pretty good fit, man.
I like that, but I see him with Milwaukee. What say you?
My man, he actually threw me out with the leg. I'm gonna throw my brother a cone here. Honestly, man, you know what? No, I do like that fit, but I'm gonna stick with Milwaukee.
Oh yeah.
I am gonna stick with
Milwaukee. I think
Milwaukee.
everybody's gonna agree with us on that. But the Lakers would be a nice fit. He's a nice shooter, nice piece.
But we're talking about predictions, not about
exactly. But for me, it's Milwaukee.
Rumors and things like that. But I'm agree with you, my man. Milwaukee's the fit. Is he a max guy? No. Am I maxing him out? No. So I think Middleton is going to be one of those. He's going to see what Milwaukee has to offer. I think a fair offer for a player like Chris Middleton, with his ability to shoot the 3 ball, a solid defender, not your best defender out there. He can do some other things offensively and everything. I believe they can offer him a 5-year in the range where I believe Tobias Harris is worth, in the 120, 125 range.
That's a solid deal for a guy.
Yeah, if he thinks he's a max player of 5 years, $190 million, I think Milwaukee's making a huge mistake.
But in today's NBA, guys that average what he averaged get that kind of money. So I mean, that's what they're going to try to leverage. Hopefully, he takes a little bit of a discount. The team's trying to win. They proved last year they can go far. I know they're going to work something.
I like that LA fit though, man.
Hey,
I like that LA fit.
I'm telling you, if they strike out with some of these guys, before you start going to fill the roster out, try to go for a Chris Middleton. Be a nice fit.
Yeah, do my vote, man. Your wild card.
All right, my wild card. So, last but not least, number 10, Big Bro, kick it off.
So, at number 10, guys, me and my brother, we kind of debated this, and we had definitely a couple honorable mentions. Nikola Vucevic, first time All-Star.
Definitely.
His game has really developed, my man. And we're hearing talk right now that Orlando offered him a nice little contract. Sacramento's chasing him. We'll see how that worked out.
Yeah.
We also saw Al Horford opting out of his contract. He's not expected back in Boston. Up there in age, at 33 years of age, but he's supposed to get some interest. And a low-key guy, my man, Julius Randle.
Yeah,
Julius
like
Randle, a guy coming off a career in New Orleans. I think he's up for a big payday. Is he a game changer? That's yet to be seen. He might be paid like one. But my brother actually agreed with me, my man. And I'm going to put at number 10. We look at the guys with the best upside to offer moving forward. And regardless what he's gone through, depending on the situation, my man, I'm going to go with DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go with Big Cousins, man. Big Boogie. Boogie Cousins. Guys, he's already a year removed almost pretty much from his Achilles tear. We saw that he had some moments in the NBA Finals. I believe by next year, bro, he will be fully recovered from his Achilles tear. I'm not going to say that somebody's going to offer him a max contract, but I'm going to throw a team out here, my man. And just like I threw you a bone with your Chris Middleton, man, I'm going to throw this team a bone, man. They were expected to do such big things, and obviously, like you and me, and like a lot of us are striking, my man. I'm going to throw him a little one. I say DeMarcus Cousins ends up with the New York Knicks. Possibly on a 1-year deal on a big number. Okay, you got to go ahead. You have to spend that money at some point. I believe if New York strikes out, they say, okay, we got some young kids. Let's go ahead and bring a guy like DeMarcus Cousins in. Maybe throw him a 1 year, $20, $25 million deal. Maybe even $30 million for 1 year. Second year, I don't know if they want to throw in a player option. Yeah. Maybe they want to throw a team option in there. But I think DeMarcus Cousins will have an opportunity to come into a team like New York, my man, and go ahead and go bonkers, man. Go bonkers, put on some big-time numbers, and show everybody out there that he is still capable of being that old-school DeMarcus Cousins and hit free agency in 2020.
Definitely, man. And I know you mentioned the honorable mentions. I actually had number 10 as Nikola Vucevic.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Okay.
But I did agree with you when you mentioned DeMar Cousins before this video because he does have a lot more impact.
Now, let's say one thing, Ernie, about Vucevic, I don't blame you. He's probably a better player right now.
Definitely, but yeah, I believe Cousin is number 10. I agree with you with the Knicks. I think the Knicks, I really believe they're going to strike out. I mean, not because they've done it in the past, but I see it happening again, unfortunately. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
But definitely, he's going to, for the Knicks, give him a 1 year, $25 million contract, keep him happy. He plays hard for the 2020 season. If for whatever reason Boston doesn't get Kemba, like I've seen the video before, DeMarcus Cousins is a nice fit with the Boston Celtics. So I say that. So ER Sports Squad, it's your turn, guys. We went through the top 10 NBA free agents in the 2019 offseason. We've given our opinion. It is your turn. Create a list. Maybe you don't agree with us. Maybe you have a different top 10.
Well, I don't agree with you.
Whatever. Let us know your top 10. Let us know your predictions. Do you agree with us? Do you have some different opinions? Let us know your feedback. Guys, first and foremost, thank you so much for all the love and support. We see all the comments. We see all the likes. We see all the shares. We see all the subscriptions. Thank you. But we ask you to push it more. Share it on social media. Hit the like button more. Sign 5 different accounts and like this page and subscribe. Do what you gotta do to build it. I know I said it before, but brother, what can they do to build ER Sports?
Subscribe, my man.
What can they do?
Subscribe, my man.
Say it again?
Subscribe.
That's what I'm talking about. Fellas, ladies, thank you for your time. And until next time,
we'll pack out
ER Sports for you. And that's enough said.